petrifies. The shadows on the gun. I've lived better years. It's been so damn long.
Okay. All right, boys, we're in.
I don't know why it's so funny.
That's a sweet hoodie, actually.
Thank you. Yeah, Zach gave it to me for free when I went and saw them recently.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. Little surprise for Dustin here. Check it out.
Oh,
one of those.
Dude, that's sweet. That's awesome.
Finally did it.
Check it out. Go to the merch shop. Grab a hoodie. All right.
Cheers.
All right.
That's so awesome.
So we got our. Sorry, I haven't seen you in so long.
It's been so long. I know. I haven't seen either of you in so long.
Yeah, man.
So long.
A couple years now, I think.
Yeah, it was like 2 years.
Where did I meet you at? Is that Minneapolis?
The last time was
I want to
Skyway.
say that was the last time, but I think the first time it might have been at the Caboose in Minneapolis. I think it was when you're opening up for Secondhand Serenade.
Yeah. Yep.
I think
exactly
Yeah, that was it. And then what did we did? The Garage with Johnny Gilbert. That was 2022. And then
Garage,
Skyway.
yeah.
Skyway 2 years ago. That was the last one.
That's awesome. The garage is awesome. Love that venue.
Sorry, I just got to pin James real quick. There we go.
Drop a little pin on me.
I forgot to pin you. Yeah. There we go.
Nice.
So yeah, this right here is James, professionally known. Asked me to introduce him as Richard Moist. So no, I offered, and you said please.
I said please do so.
Yeah. But no, James, man, he slung my merch for so many years, and we played together, and just had a lot of times on the road.
Yeah, tons of good times on the road, man. So many good times. It's hard to keep track of, honestly.
It kind of is, yeah. And you've toured with Set It Off quite a bit too, right?
Yeah, I did 2 tours with Set It Off now. I think I'll be doing a 3rd one with them coming up, but I'm not too sure yet, but hopefully. But we'll see what's going on. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, me and Zach Bianco, he was RTM for a little bit. We need to get
Zach on, yeah. He's a large pizza guy. He's always
pizza guy.
He was always like leading us to the best pizza spots.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? Dave something? I can't remember. Portnoy.
Dave Portnoy. Yeah. Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, we just sit in the van and watch his pizza reviews all night.
I love those reviews.
I know, they're amazing, aren't they?
That's kind of cool. You have the opportunity to do that actually, because you're actually traveling all around like he can do too. Because it's like you see all these pizza places in different states, and you're like, oh, I'd love to try that. Just no possible way unless you have an excuse to do it. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, he even has an app. It's called the One Bite app. So I'm pretty sure Zach had it downloaded, and he would check it, and he would make sure the score was good, and then we'd go and try it.
Yeah,
nice.
Do you remember when we went to Sally's for the first time, which is like Dave's, like one of his highest ranked? I'm pretty sure the night before we were watching the review, being like, "We're gonna be there tomorrow. It's gonna be insane," and it was. It was insane.
It was a dream. We were psyching ourselves up, no doubt about it. I was all giddy in my bed, whatever Airbnb we were at. I'm not sure. Oh, that was the one we got. Was that the one we got? I got a bad review. I can't remember, but
oh, dude, was that with Johnny where he like got hair dye all over their towels?
Yeah,
and then they complained.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just standing on the sidewalk watching the review, like looking at the sign. That was awesome.
Yeah, they said I smoked a cigarette inside too, but I definitely didn't. So
no, you didn't.
It was super strange. But yeah, great pizza, Sally's Pizza. One of the best. If anybody can ever go there, I absolutely recommend. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's worth a 10-hour trip.
For sure.
Was that the best pizza you guys ever got on tour? What was the best?
Man, that was definitely up there. I say for me it's the best, hands down, but I don't know about Braden, but
that was the best pizza I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, we got like 5 like large pies, like just
yeah. Oh man,
just four men just crushing pizza at a table. Sally's.
Yeah, Johnny was there, and he didn't really he was just kind of Maybe had like 1 or 2 slices.
Yeah.
So fun.
And yeah, me and Zach and Braden were just going in, like just couldn't stop.
Yeah. That was good times.
Nah, great times. What's your favorite pizza, Dustin?
Well, I don't know. It's kind of tough because like I've been vegan for a number of years now, and that's just like that's the worst part about it. Just not getting pizza, like you're not getting that top tier pizza because there's some good vegan pizzas, but it's just nothing compared. But if I'm gonna go vegan pizzas, I'm gonna say there's this place. It's like local. It's called Mizzy's.
Okay.
But I wish like Domino's and stuff had like vegan pizza. They just don't. It's sad.
I would say me some Domino's, man.
Yeah, I mean I feel like they improved over the years.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm trying to figure out what was my best pizza before I went vegan. I can't say. I haven't traveled as much as you guys, so I'm sure it could never come close.
I'm sure it's totally fun. I'm sure it's great.
There's that one. It's called Monty's. I don't know if it's in New Jersey. I think that's like wasn't that like the 10 out of 10 rating?
Yeah, it was like it's like a bar style pizza, I think. I believe so, but
that'd be the dream. Try that out. I feel like bar pizza can be pretty good, actually.
No, definitely.
Baby Sean's pizza is good too.
Baby Sean's pizza is amazing. Yeah, they just opened a new location next to me.
Dude, that's always like the thing though. It's like when you're on tour, it's like the battle of the carbs, like not giving in to getting fully carbed out.
So tough.
Because you pay for it,
Yeah, I mean, even post tour, I'm paying for it.
Oh, it's so hard, dude.
All those carb days we had on tour they're catching up to me, man.
You're just just shoved in a van, like crumpled up, and it's like, what else are you gonna do? Yeah, I'll get a cinnamon bun.
I'm gonna carb out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get carb. I'm gonna get carb neck in the van. Is what I want to do.
Carb neck, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
What's the longest tour you think you've done, James?
Me, it's definitely 2 months, and I think it was with
Secondhand.
It was with Secondhand. Yeah, we did it. It was with Secondhand, The Dangerous Summer.
That was too long, man. That's way too long.
That was a long tour, and we had like a break in between. We had like a week-long break where we just stayed at Baby Sean's.
Yep.
Like during Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, that tour felt like a long time.
You're
like a year.
You're a shell of a man by the end of that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Absolutely.
I mean, we were staying in Las Vegas one of the days, and we were like going to hang out with the other bands, but it didn't end up happening. And it was just, I don't know, it was kind of.
We literally all three of us got pea coats, wore them in the casino, and smoked Swisher Sweets all day. For some reason, it's just like pop the collars up. Yep. I know Dustin's a Vegas man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like Vegas would be a hard spot after like you've already been on tour, and you're just like, oh god. Yeah, it's just like, but that's awesome.
Yeah, what do you play when you go to the casino?
Oh, I like blackjack a lot, but for whatever reason, when I try to play it like at a casino, I just like I get nervous for no reason. Like,
yeah, I know.
I've even like spent time like practicing like even counting cards for fun, just in like by myself. But then anytime I go to a casino, I'm just like, I don't know, I'll just hit the slots.
Yeah. I feel
the worst odds ever, but it's just the easiest thing.
And there's not people sitting next to you either, which I feel like adds to it. Like I'll go like, oh, I'm gonna play some blackjack, and I go up. There's like 6 people sitting next to me, and then they start like getting mad at you for some reason because you bet wrong. Or like
exactly, they get mad at you because you didn't remember perfect basic strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like
look, I'm just trying to win like $5 and go home.
Right. Totally,
$5 to buy a yo-yo.
Are you the type of person where as soon as you're up, you're just like, I'm out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I
do the same thing.
I don't take chances because I never win.
Do you remember one night? I think I was telling you about this, or I was bringing it up. But we were driving. I can't remember where it was, but it was a super long overnight, and we were so fucking hungry. And then we're like in the mountains, and then suddenly this massive casino with a buffet just shows up like in the middle of the night, like on the mountainside.
It's just got handed to us. Yeah.
Yeah, and we walked in there, and I think it was Zach. He put in $20, doubled it, and then he was like about to go again, but we're like, no, just don't.
No, it's just.
And then we had like eggs and something else. It was pretty good.
We did get eggs.
A lot of eggs. I think I had eggs.
What, at the buffet?
Yeah, like 4 a.m.
Classic.
Greasy time.
You're doing carnivore, weren't you, at that time or something?
I was, yeah, dude. I lost a good amount of weight on that tour. That was just get like reward myself with like a little slice of plastic cheese every now and then on a burger. But I remember
weight,
yeah,
that's funny. 1,000 steps a day on tour.
Oh, that's part of it.
I guess in the green room, like once you're sound checking, you get some time to walk, but I feel like probably not moving a whole lot, right?
You kind of surprisingly are. Like, even though you're in the van, like you get out, walk around, but at the venue, I feel like, because I mean, we would always just walk around the towns because you're crammed all day, and playing, I feel like does take quite a bit of energy. Like you're sweating. And,
that's true. That's true.
Yep. I remember
slinging merch too.
Yeah, merch. Yeah.
Merch is good for that. I mean, because I don't know. I never just like sat down really. I was always going. I always tried to stay busy just to, I don't know, clutch it out. Don't want to just be sitting there. I want to try to make a good impression with the fans and
hauling in the massive like retail spiral racks.
Oh my gosh,
metal racks and.
Hey, you guys were going hard there at the end.
Yeah,
the last show was the craziest setup.
Yeah. It's always hard, like when you're opening for people, because they never have a cool, like really cool merch setup. I mean, sometimes obviously bigger bands, but we would always show up with like a massive merch setup.
Still to this day, I feel like we had the best merch setup. I've never seen anything like it, like the way we did it.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes people would also get like kind of pissed too, but it's like, I don't know. It's not like we did anything wrong.
Yeah, it's just we want it to look nice,
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of bands like could have been maxing out, like could have been making way more with merch too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
but yeah, that happened a couple of times where some people got a little upset. But what are you gonna do? I just would smile and be like, I don't know.
They're just upset because you're outshining their merch station.
Basically, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, happened a few times.
I mean, that's, I don't know, kind of on them, but
yeah,
I can get it.
Yeah,
I get it. But
how did you guys fit that massive hall, like that last when you had like the racks with like multiple like mannequins? It was like mannequins too, right?
We rented a trailer from Bob Hum. You remember that guy?
Bob Hum. Yeah,
we rented a little U-Haul.
Yeah, the U-Haul carried, I want to say, all of the merch for sure, right?
Just the bins, and I think we shoved the racks in the van or something.
Yeah,
but it was always pretty hard. Like you'd have to spend a day figuring out before the tour how to fit everything.
I'll never forget when we took that white minivan though, dude. That was, I can't believe we did it.
Wait, I don't remember that. What?
With Johnny, the white minivan.
The white minivan. Oh, dude, like a literal fucking minivan.
We took a minivan, yeah.
So it was small.
It was 4 of us, plus both of their merch, plus equipment, plus a top sack we had.
The top sack, yeah.
Yeah. We had, I don't know what it's actually called, but we put it on top of the minivan, and I just shoved it full of t-shirts, because I didn't have anywhere else to put it.
Dude, I remember every night it was like, all right, we got to get the top sack, and it took like half an hour.
Oh my god!
You had to hook it up, and it was so heavy.
With the toe straps, yeah. I got so good at using toe straps. Like by the end of that tour, I was stellar.
Oh yeah. So. And we just left I remember one time we left like garbage bags full of merch, and we accidentally like left them on the curb, and someone took them or something because they thought it was trash. I swear to God, or we took garbage. But I remember there was one night where someone was missing some trash bags. It was either us or I don't know, but yeah, just shoving them in.
Yeah, that's true. We used the very first day. That's where we used trash bags, and that was rough. That was,
yeah,
that was a tough one. But we learned from that, and then we got a great system going after that.
We did.
I gotta give us props because that was tough to do. We did it, like we really did.
It was tough.
I remember just like trying to load the van after the first or second show, and like Johnny was like filming like me and Zach just like shoving like everything into the trunk, like hoping, praying to God that the trunk closed, like so we could leave. Like,
Oh, dude, yeah, Dustin, you would have thought it was so funny, dude, like the minivan.
Yeah.
Because we thought it was like way bigger, and then we got there, and it was so tiny, and they had nothing else, and it was just
so tiny.
cruising around the whole country in that thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was wild.
like
Damn.
just like in the back seat, it's like me and then Johnny, and like in the middle was just like mounds of just like gear and like
Yeah.
t-shirts. Like I couldn't even see them sometimes.
Yeah, dude.
That's wild.
Oh, that's funny.
My God.
Funny
That is
times,
great
dude.
though.
I'm guessing you had to take out a bunch of seats, right? Or did you have all the
Yeah,
seats?
we
in
did.
there?
We ripped the seats out and left them at Sean's.
Yeah, we had to pull
Okay.
the seats out, like the back seats out. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
No way we
That's
could leave them
wild.
in. It's so funny.
It is funny.
What brand of minivan was that?
Was it like a Toyota or something?
Something,
Like,
yeah. Something like that.
I don't know. I have to see if Zach remembers. Zach usually remembers stuff like that pretty well.
Yeah. The sickest times were when we rented the, what were they? Like the SUVs. The really
Yeah, like
nice ones.
Yeah, like didn't we have we had a Suburban?
Yeah,
that
Suburban.
That was super nice.
That was the best, dude.
That was like perfect for us too.
Yeah. It was great.
Because I
Did
mean,
you ever go with a Sprinter van at all? Any tours?
Yeah, the first tour we met.
oh
we were
yeah,
in
we did have
Sprinter.
a Sprinter. The very first tour that me and Braden met. Yeah,
Mm.
we adopted Braden into our Sprinter.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Is that how it worked? Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Interesting. So how did you guys meet then? What was like the first encounter?
Sat down on a step and he asked me for a Canadian cigarette.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's
I forget
iconic.
where it was, like Ohio or something.
Wait, no, it was Seattle,
Oh, Seattle.
and that's when we met Spider. That was Plain White T's. What's his name?
Tour manager.
Tour manager. Yeah. Yep.
Dude, that guy was so scary.
Yeah, he was very intense.
He wore a kilt every day.
Every day wore a kilt.
His name was Spider, and yeah, we got there. I remember because we met because we were just. I think we like Summer High and whoever else was on the tour. I can't remember, but you were doing merch for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, it was intense. I remember the first show with Plain White Tees. He just literally called everyone in, like we didn't even know him, and he just gave us like a drill sergeant talk.
Yep.
You don't speak unless spoken to. Like he didn't actually say that, but
He might as well have said that though. Like he might as well have said that.
yeah,
He was like, "You don't do this, or there's gonna be problems. Or if you do this, that I don't. You know what I mean?" It was like I was like, "Holy!" I was like, "Is this what the big time is, or like this?"
yeah,
Dang.
so funny, dude.
Yeah.
Wild.
Kill every day. I wonder what that guy's up to now. He's probably a sergeant somewhere now. You know what I mean?
He probably won't ever see this, so yeah, a sergeant. That's funny. That's funny, dude.
Probably is a sarge. Yeah.
Dude, so what have you been up to? It's been a while.
It's been a long time. What?
You're working with pumps. You're working with pumps now.
Yeah, I work with giant water pumps now. I send. I don't know. We'll see for how long. I don't know. But for right now, just working with. I work with sewage water, honestly, but I pump out millions and millions of gallons of water to the central treatment plant. That's pretty
That's
much it.
insane, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's that?
just I mean, you just kind of sit there all day long on your phone, but I just sit there and play RuneScape for like 8 hours a day, like cutting a tree, and then I get paid for it. So
That's solid. That's solid.
yeah, you know what I mean? Or I train some combat. Pumping millions of gallons of water to central treatment plant. That's pretty
Get
much
those
it.
skills up.
Yeah, been grinding it out recently. I don't know if you guys play RuneScape, but
Oh, I used to go so hard.
you went hard on
Right?
RuneScape?
I used
Nice.
to go so hard, and then I kind of quit, but then I kind of came back, and it was kind of one of those things. Braden, I was trying to ask you about this. You said you you didn't play RuneScape because everyone else did, or what was your story with that?
I did, but like my friends, that's all they did when I'd go over. So I was like, this just sucks, and I always sucked at it. I played one time and I got the anti-dragon sword, which I thought was awesome. Yeah. And then some guy was like, "Hey, let me take you to the Gold City," and I was like, "Okay." Brings me into the wilderness and just killed me, and I was like, "Oh, all right, well, I'm done then."
Oh,
so
that's all right. When I first started playing, I got scammed like 50 times. It was awful.
Oh yeah,
people were stealing my rune skimmy and like taking my gold and killing me in the wilderness. It was awful.
Yeah, that's the wild thing is like you start playing and there's so many people who are just maxed out already. And they just like trick you, like they take advantage of you. They're like, let me show you this place. Just follow me, and then you don't have any context for it, and then they fucking kill you and take all your shit. It's kind of traumatizing.
It is, especially when you're like 13 years old. Like
100%
on your mom's computer, like trying to cut an oak tree or something with your awesome dragon axe, and then some guy just kills you for it. It's just tragic.
Yeah.
So upsetting. But and that was like back then where like you couldn't just like look everything up either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now what I do is I just go on. I'm like, how do I do this? I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
But that was like grinding it out. Had no idea what I was doing.
Trial and error. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, just I moved to New Jersey. I recently got engaged, which is amazing.
Congrats,
man.
Thank you very much.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I live in Old Bridge, New Jersey now. Been living here since November, and it's pretty much. I mean, I pretty much just hang out and.
Do you ever miss being on the old road?
I do, yeah. I mean, of course, there's certain times I do, most definitely, but ultimately, I think this is where, I need to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
For this tour, hopefully I do it. We'll set it off just because, the money's great, and, of course I miss those boys, I just miss being on the road and, it's a blast. I'd say you never, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. I don't know. I always think about it still, all the good times, especially me and Braden have, just every tour, there's always great times. And, you do miss connecting with people like that, especially because, I sell merch and do VIP for them. So.
Yeah. What are those guys? I've met them a couple, like I did a tour with them like so long ago. I remember they were super cool. Like they were super nice and they always brought like so many people. So it seems like they're still doing really well.
Yeah, man, they're killing it. I just recently saw them with they played with Tech Nine and Hollywood Undead and this band called Zero. So it was a really good time. Yeah, I mean,
that's so cool, dude.
Seeing Hollywood Undead was like amazing too, because I mean, I remember listening to Hollywood Undead again when I was like 10, 15 years ago, you know what I mean? Like it was cool to see them. Yeah.
Large fan. Dude, the first ever show, I think I might have told you this, but dude, like 2009, 10, the first show I ever played, like in the town I grew up, that my friend used to book bands from like all over and he would try to bring them there on tour. It's like way out in the middle of nowhere. And they were supposed to play the show. They were supposed to headline it. It was like when they were first starting.
Hollywood Undead?
No, set it off.
Oh,
set it off. And that was like right when they were kind of getting going. So, and they ended up not coming for some reason, but it's just so random because then like years and years later ended up touring with them and I don't know, it's just so super random, but yeah, that's great. I'm glad they're doing well.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, when I first started touring with them, I was super nervous. I mean, it was like just a lot, like 150 people for VIP every day, but I got my footing and it was great. Those guys are awesome. They take good care of you, and everything. So it's cool.
How did you get start like doing merch for bands and stuff?
Me, I first started doing merch with the Summer High, and then that's like shortly after I met Braden. But yeah, they just they started touring, and I don't know. We knew we're still good friends with them, but our buddy Luke Oxendale, he just asked us. He asked Zach Bianco to do photography, and then they asked me if I could do merch, and I was like, for sure. And it was like a dream come true. It was like, holy shit, I get to go on tour, you know? Like, it was like amazing. Like,
Yeah.
like the first time ever. Like,
where are they from? The summer high. I always forget. I feel like aren't they like close to Minnesota, or was that just one person? I can't remember.
James.
James. Yeah.
Okay.
James Anthony was from Minnesota. Yep. But
Okay.
yeah, and then Luke and Mason, they were from they were in PA. Mason lived in Erie, and then Luke lived in Slippery Rock, so not too far from Pittsburgh at all. But
so, are you originally from Pennsylvania then?
Yeah, born and raised. I lived in Pittsburgh for my entire life. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, it was it's times I'll never forget for sure. You know, I always think about them. Always. I mean, just like I don't know, when was that, Braden? Like 3 weeks ago, we were just talking for like hours, just bullshitting about everything, you know? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you had a cozy little spot there, man. I got to go there sometimes. I think the last time I was there was when we got home from it. Was it from a tour? And then we had to sleep for a couple hours and then drive. Was it to New Jersey to do that show?
Yeah, we drove to New Jersey in my uninspected, unregistered Hyundai.
Yeah, that was
Sonata.
brutal, dude. Zero sleep. It was like winter, I think, too, wasn't it?
No sleep, winter. It was freezing.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Then we drove back, like we got there, Braden played the show, he sold some merch, and then we packed it up and left within like 3 hours, I would say.
Yeah.
And
what was
then
that place called? Something House, Stanhope House, or is that right?
I think that is
something House. Yeah.
Something like that, but...
Oh, dude, and then when we were coming back, there was like a slightly supernatural occurrence. We pulled into this like rest stop off the highway, and I remember one of our friends called me. No, what happened? Because it basically like we were pulling out.
I think it was on the way there. We stopped somewhere, like on a rest stop, like on the way to New Jersey, and then somebody called you, and I hit like a humongous pothole, I guess. I don't know. Something happened, and it like
my phone wouldn't work after that. But then I remember looking back and there was no pothole. Like I couldn't see one, but the whole car like shook. And at the exact moment, like my phone stopped working. It was very strange. Yeah.
Yeah, it was strange. That was bizarre though.
Dude, you got to tell me about the little pump animation.
What about the pump animation?
You said there was like a pump animation at your work. Like a little, I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
It's just like on this, like when you go to like the pump screens, there's just like a little pump, like it's like this big, and it's just like running. It's just like kind of like that, and it's like turns red, and it's just like it's pumping. Like
interesting,
dude. Something about pumps is so funny to me, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's just one thing about. I don't know. I mean, me and Braden just say the most wildest shit ever, and it's something about pumps and hoses.
I know nozzles
really put a smile on my face, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
What was with the iced coffee? Was there an iced coffee that you kept? Maybe I'm just trying to think back, like
someone. I know what you're talking about.
Do you have like an iced coffee that you kept taking a photo of?
No, we were playing a show.
Tour. I don't remember.
A private show with Secondhand Serenade, and some lady there. I had an iced coffee, and she immediately made an account called Braden's Iced Coffee and started taking photos of it. Just for one night, for some reason. It's like, all right. I actually just saw that recently. It's like super random. Yeah.
So it was just a one-night occurrence.
One night occurrence.
There was multiple photos, though, so there was a lot going on in that night.
She would tell me, like, oh, put it here. And then she would take a picture of it. I was like, all right.
I love that.
Super random. Private show. Yeah.
I forget that private show. That was crazy, kind of like we got like the E for free. Like,
yeah, it was wild.
Free drinks, got the E for free. Like,
dude, sometimes you luck out with just a random, like, insane experience.
There was a whole movie theater in there. I still tell people about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was. What were they watching up there?
We were watching like the Led Zeppelin documentary. Like a whole movie theater in this venue. It was wild.
Dude, the one in Green Bay, it had like a whole basketball court, brand new gym. Like it was insane.
Oh, it was Epic Event Center.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh yeah, we just played there. Or last tour I did was set it up. We played there again, and I immediately went to the basketball court.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I remembered it. I was like, no way. It's like it's this place again.
Yeah. And some of them are sketch. But
oh yeah.
Yep.
Super sketch.
What's with venue bathrooms? I just want to say.
Hey man, sometimes they have a door, sometimes they don't, you know?
I just don't get it. Like, does it have to be just the worst quality setup, you know?
I think they try to make it the worst.
I think
so.
Like, that's what I feel like.
Some guys in there with a sledgehammer is like, yeah, let's give him the authentic experience. Just chopping the door off.
They pay him like $50 an hour to just destroy the bathroom, probably.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I can't remember where, but there's definitely been some where there's no door on the stall. There's no door on the bathroom. It's just fully, you can see in, like, it's bizarre. Maybe they just don't want people to use them.
The floor is just soaked.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Man, I wish I could show you guys this picture that I just recently got of one of the venues that Zach was at recently, but it was destroyed, like toilet paper all in the toilets, right?
Oh,
there was no door, like it was like busted off. There was a whole plunger just sitting in the toilet. Like he was like, dude, look at this. He's like, did you see the plunger in there? Like,
that's so
just
funny.
sitting in the toilet, like
It just looks like a set.
Yeah,
like it was made that way.
Yeah, like somebody, you really have to try. I feel like to make it that bad. Like,
yeah. Oh man,
so funny. Yeah, I'll never understand why, but
no.
Braden, what do you think? What do you think is the best green room? Because I don't know, James. I guess maybe you probably don't. Maybe you don't get to experience the green rooms as much. But I guess like, yeah, I don't know.
He
What do you
did.
think about that?
Well, yeah, usually between.
Okay.
There's enough
Yeah,
time.
I guess like it depends. Like when you're
not as
selling.
much, maybe, but
Right.
yeah, probably not as much. But I don't know. What would you say the best green room was? I mean, they're all like just pretty standard. I mean, sometimes you have a really terrible one, I guess. You know,
dude, just like it looks like an interrogation room, just cracks in the walls.
and it's
Single
just
light
like
bulb.
a skiff.
really sad kind of in there. Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, I would say one of the best was a show in Vegas with Plain White Tees. It was at like that giant bowling alley.
oh, that was sweet.
That was insane green. I mean, the Vegas ones are just like insane. I
Yeah.
forget where it was.
They even cooked us food. The venue. That
Yeah.
day.
They had catering. House of Blues is always good.
I ate a whole like blackened catfish in Vegas that day.
Nice.
Just
Why?
yeah, a whole like this
Yep.
big. It was awesome.
I remember that. Yeah. What about you, Dustin?
insane.
Greasiest or nicest?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I haven't played the variety. You know, I've just played like every venue in Minnesota as possible, and then LA too. I played venues there. I don't know. Honestly, not sure. The last venue I played, if going back to bathrooms, it was just like a metal barrel with like a rectangle cut out of it. I think it was a gimmick.
You sent
Did
me
I
a
send you
picture.
that, Braden?
Yeah, you did.
I think it was a gimmick though, and like the guys at the venue were really cool. Like the owners, I really liked them, but it was just so funny. I was like, this doesn't seem real, you know. But I think I don't know. It had to be something, you know. But I don't know. But yeah, I'll say like I don't mind the garage. I mean the green room isn't like there's nothing really special there, but it's just a classic.
It's got
classic
couches.
space. Yeah.
Couches and like nice chairs. I remember.
Right.
I think I almost fell asleep in there the last time we played there.
Yeah, it's cozy.
It's such an iconic venue. Like all the punk bands pretty much play there in Minnesota. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's like such a go-to venue, but it's sad because I think I don't know, like whatever company was running it is like going under now. So I think they're going to have to find like a new buyer, like a new management team.
Yeah.
Cause I don't think I don't think any shows are getting booked there anymore, sadly, but
That is a bummer.
yeah, they had like a skate park outside the venue too. And then it's just like you go outside and there's just that weird gigantic, like it's like a gigantic circle.
Yeah. When we
It's a
pulled
little
up,
garage.
I remember us pulling up. I was like, well, I mean, I hope this is the right place. Like,
Right.
and then you get in there and it's like, this is sick. Like, I loved it. I thought that venue was awesome.
Jim, can you remember any like really sketchy situations or places? I have a hard time like sorting through remembering stuff.
there's one I'll never forget. It was San Francisco. I don't know if
oh yeah, that was
was
that where we did like the seance in the bathroom?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was. Yes.
Well, there you go.
That was
But,
I remember we
like,
were doing that in the pitch black with a candle, and then some guy just opens the door, looks for a sec, like shakes his head, and then closes the door. But yeah, apparently that was haunted though.
Yeah, that venue was haunted, so we were trying to, talk to some ghosts too. But even that, it was very sketchy outside, like really sketchy. Like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how it is there always, but I mean that was like years ago. But
Yeah.
man, there was like, I swear there must have been like 50 people just all outside, standing on the sidewalk, just doing drugs, like trash everywhere, like. We went to like the store. I don't know if it was like the liquor store or what, but we were made sure like, oh, we got to stick together. Like this is really bad. Like I can't even believe we walked to the liquor
No,
store.
it's so
there.
dumb.
I can't. We should not have done that. We like had to make sure we locked our doors, which you always should. But there, I'll never forget that. That was rough. That
Dude,
was very sketchy.
One thing, I don't think we ever had anyone like break into anything or steal anything. Like you'd always hear about bands with that, but we never ever had that, which was awesome.
Yeah,
Not
we got lucky.
Except we did leave our cash box one time at a hotel. Like didn't realize till like 4 hours. Driving.
Oh my god, that was so awful.
Oh, that sucks.
I just remember in the van and like I just realized it and I was like, oh my god.
Dude, it's like a massive rectangle metal cash box. Somehow just left it there.
With a giant red button and I left it there. Just absolutely left it there.
Yep.
Like it's crazy.
Did you ever get it back in any way they ship
we had
it?
to drive. We had to turn around. We were late for the show.
Yeah.
We were late as ass because we
were.
Locked but we had to get it though. I mean,
yeah.
I mean that was all me. Like I totally left a ginormous.
Well, I mean, somehow none of us saw it, right? You know.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the worst thing about forgetting something when you're driving somewhere else, because it's not like you just like, let's say you drive, a few hours. You literally have to double that time just to get back. And then you have to redouble it again, everything, just to get back to where you were. It's just like, oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, it was. I felt like a huge hit, like in my chest and stomach. I was like, oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Do you ever like get caught in any like blizzards and stuff on tour, like in the winter, like in the mountains? I feel like because like depending on where you are and depending what time, I feel like you can just get like the craziest weather in like weird mountain regions and shit.
Dude, we started like canceling stuff if that was gonna happen. Like I was just like, no, it's not worth it. Maybe earlier on, but
There was like a huge blizzard. Like we had to go to play Seattle, and I don't know. We were in like California, and we had to go all the way to Seattle in like 2 days. I think it was like a 20-hour drive.
Dang,
and on top of it, there was a huge blizzard. And then I don't know. Braden made the call, but ultimately we were like, I mean, I don't even know if it's worth it. Like,
well, dude, it's like they always want you to like, booking agents and everyone. They're like, no, you got to do it, but it's like it's not worth it for safety and like the stress for however much you're gonna make. I don't know. I mean, I guess I used to be way more like, no, we're doing this no matter what, but you just, I don't know.
Yeah, but then there was one time, like the very first tour I did, it was like a huge blizzard in Ohio, and I was like just turning onto the highway, and then another car was, and I watched them just like swerve and spiral and smash into the barrier. It was crazy.
Oh dang.
Yeah, it was really.
Yeah, because I've done a lot of like cross country driving. Like, I lived in LA for a while and just driving back and forth for things and staying there in the winter. And every time in the winter, like I'll be driving through either like Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, and the weather will be like, yep, everything's perfect. There's like no snow. And then you like get up in elevation, and then all of a sudden it's just a massive blizzard. And you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
out of nowhere. Like
timing. I feel like winter touring would be a lot more rough. Is it?
Oh yeah.
It's pretty rough. Yeah, definitely.
Just in general, like unloading gear, and it's like, negative, whatever.
It's like 10 degrees out, and there's just a blizzard. It's snowing all over you. That's pretty rough. Yeah. Especially like if you're like early on and all you have is like a 15 passenger. It's sketchy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely sketchy. But
it is.
Yeah. If you're doing it yourself, yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know, Jim, if you ever had, well, I guess, we talked about it, but I think a lot of times people don't realize like how much it takes out of you to tour. Like mentally, it's, it can be pretty tough. So
That's something I did want to bring up. What I was thinking about before I hopped on, just the amount of there's like shit you actually have to do, like all the like traveling, especially you don't have a driver, like being away from friends, family for like months. You know what I mean? It just takes a toll.
yeah.
And I feel like I would tell people like, yeah, I'm going on tour, like my work, and I'd be like, oh, that's so much fun. So yeah, you're going on vacation. It's like, it's not really vacation. You know what I mean? It's like,
No, not
I'm working, like we're working like 12 hours a day, every day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, nobody seemed to get that, because they never did it before. So it's not, it's not their fault or anything, but I'd always just try to say like, yeah, it's just takes a lot out of you,
Yeah.
It's just, dude, a lot of long days and you don't get much sleep sometimes, like barely ever.
That would be the most rough, I feel like, because honestly, anyone who prepares for a show, like books their own show, sets it up, has openers, has sound check, like sells merch, like even just one show takes a lot out of you because it's a lot of work, and then just compound that, across like a month or whatever. I just I combined with like no sleep, I feel like that would be the toughest, because it's like, how do you get what is the usual, like when you map something out, is it you get done playing, you drive all the way to the location, or like how do you guys usually structure that, or is it like wake up then drive, or
it depends on how far the drive is usually, like after the show. So like if we had like a long drive, like if it was like 10 hours and we had to play tomorrow, like we just finished a show right now, we had to play tomorrow, we'd have to drive at least 4 hours tonight into like 3 a.m. and then wake up at like 8, maybe earlier, drive the rest of the way.
Yeah, we would always try to do it so we got as much sleep as possible. But it's like, so I remember, Zach would usually end up kind of deciding that. It's like, no, we have to do this tonight. Yeah. Like, and you're just, It's always like, I never wanted to hear it until later. Like, I never wanted to look and see what we had to do. And I remember sometimes Zach would like be all happy, like, boys, it's only an hour tonight. They would get like so pumped about it.
I know, we'd be like, yes.
And we would like negotiate, like, okay, wait, what if we just don't drive tonight? Promise we'll get up earlier,
And then we definitely have done that, and we definitely didn't get up earlier.
No, dude, so hard. So hard.
I remember some of those days trying to wake up, like, oh my God, like just be like dead. Like it's like
just
6 a.m. Like,
oh, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Yep. Dude, remember the one, I forget where it was, but it was like two things that happened. Like we were driving like all night. I remember we were looking so forward to getting to sleep, and we got there and it was so late, and they were like, oh, sorry, there's no rooms. And we had already booked it. So we spent like, I don't know, 2 hours trying to find a new one. And then we had another one where it was the same thing. It was like insanely late, and the fire alarms were going off all night. Just wake up to like screaming siren, and it just was the most like, you're already fucked and like traumatized.
It was all night into the morning. Like they were working on the fire alarms.
Yep.
Oh God.
Every couple hours.
Yeah, and we were just like, what the hell is going on? We like called the front desk. We're like, yeah, it's gonna be going on for like 15 more hours. And we're like, all right, well, okay.
Did you get a refund for that? That would be like,
I don't even
insane.
think we did, honestly.
No, I don't think we did.
God.
Nope, no refund.
Yeah, it sucks, dude, because like nights like that, then you feel so like pissed off and irritated, and then you got to deal with a bunch of people all night that you don't know, and like give out all this energy when you're not even in a place where you can handle stuff, so it can get taxing.
Like where you can't really spare any energy because it's just no sleep, like just grinding all day. It's tough.
But it's fun in a weird way.
But yeah, looking like past all that, what makes it good is all the amazing memories I've had.
Yep.
And I would never take those back. No doubt about it.
Yeah. Chief and the Jewel.
Absolutely, just ripping it.
Dude, I remember we all had jewels on that one tour, and you got yours lost under the floor in the van, and you guys were searching for it for so long.
Yeah, like it was insane. It was just a jewel, and I dropped it in the floor of the van. And
How
like
does that
they were
happen?
like, I don't know. Stuff like that happens to me all the time. It's just
In
ridiculous.
the floor, like it's just on the floor and you can't get it.
No,
I thought
like
Braden said under the floor.
It was like under somehow.
under the floor, like somehow.
oh dang,
Like
that's wild.
I was like, you got to be kidding me! Like I looked for it for like hours. I'm like, I'm fiending right now.
You
I'm
called
like,
in like a construction crew to like take the top off with a forklift.
yeah, like guys with little hard hats come out, like a little crane. Like,
Dude, what was the thing where somebody bought a watermelon and then someone smashed it and it caused like a massive fight? Like it was big. I forget what happened, but yeah.
oh, all right. So it was me who smashed the watermelon. But
Wait,
this
was
is
it?
why.
Really?
Yes, it was because like he's probably never gonna watch this, so I don't care. But James Anthony had a whole watermelon in the van, and it was there for like a week, just rolling around everywhere. I'm like, are we gonna eat this watermelon? Like, I'm tired of it smashing my feet. You know what I mean? So, and those tours that me and Braden did early on, like that, I mean, we would get messed up. Like we'd have some drinks. Like, I mean, when I say we'd have some drinks, right? So we were in
drinks.
some drinks, yeah, but whatever. But that's besides the point. But I was pretty messed up. I was pretty, buzzed up, and I see the watermelon, and this was the last straw for me. And we were in like California, and we were all drinking, and I see it, and I just take it out of the street, and I just launch it into the street, and it just explodes all over the street. And I wish we still had the video, but Zach took a video. He's like panning over, and he just pans over, just a destroyed watermelon in the street. And then the next morning, of course, James Anthony's like, "Hey, where's that watermelon at?" And I'm like, oh, I don't know, dude. I'm not sure where it went. Like, I have no idea. And then I eventually told him, like, yeah, I smashed it in the street. Like, and then I bought him a new watermelon. It was.
I just remember he was so upset, dude.
He was so mad.
mad.
It was ridiculous because it was like rolling around in the van for a week straight.
Yeah, you can't be dragging around a loose watermelon. That's insane.
You know what I mean? Like, right?
That's insane.
Like, and it was absolutely worth it. I would do it again.
That's so fun.
Had to be so satisfying.
Oh my god, it was so funny. Like it was great. I forgot about that story. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, that was funny, bro.
Oh my god,
Crazy times. Yeah,
crazy times.
Did you guys go into the pier usually when you said, Braden, that you would always go under the pier?
There was one we did. It was me, Braden, and like Mason and some other dude. I can't remember that whoever Dakota's friend was.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he had like an interesting name.
Yeah, was it like I was like
Fez? No, it wasn't Fez.
something like a buddy or just something, or dude, like, or guy. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
those are classic names.
Yeah, but something like that. But we were just sitting on the beach, and it was like 3 a.m. We were just drinking a bottle of wine, just like smoking cigarettes, and then we just jumped in. Another classic time right there.
American spirits, yeah.
American spirits all the way.
What was your usual LA venue? Well, I guess for Braden, you said you usually play House of Blues Anaheim when you're there.
Anaheim and then Roxy.
Roxy too, yeah.
I think, yeah, I don't know if we did other ones, but yeah, Anaheim a lot of times. Oh, there's another one in Anaheim, like, oh yeah, Chain Reaction, that's another one.
Reaction.
That's
good.
a solid little venue.
Yeah, of Chain Reaction.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. All right, we got to do real quick. Movie of the week, Jim.
My movie of the week?
Mm-hmm.
Just the Goonies.
Oh, hell yeah.
Someone else, everyone always
Braden
brings it
gets
up.
cornered again with the Goonies.
I still haven't seen it.
Braden has not seen it. It's insane.
Dude, I literally just watched the Goonies like 2 hours ago.
Oh, the first time?
No, I've watched like 100 times, but
yeah, me too.
I love it. It's a classic.
But Braden, this has happened multiple times on the podcast where the Goonies get brought up, and then Braden's like, never seen it. And he's like, never will, and never will. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It's so good.
You'll never
now
see
you
it?
have to.
I might
have
not
to watch it.
I don't know.
You have to watch it now.
Dude, it's so good. It's like the most iconic.
Is Jason Bateman in it when he's a kid? Or no?
I don't think so. Right?
No, it's the guy who plays Samwise.
Sean.
Sean, yeah. Can't remember
Sean
his
Astin.
last name. Sean Astin. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
It's a great movie, though. I highly recommend it. That's funny though that's been brought up before.
How many pumps would you give it out of 10?
I'd probably give it a solid. I'd give it a solid 7.5 pumps rating for sure.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'd say it's pretty rare. I mean,
It's pretty
Yeah.
rare, yeah.
yeah, most definitely. What are you guys sipping on over there? What's your choice of drink for right now?
LaCroix limoncello.
Very nice.
So I got a Zevia here.
Oh, Zevia. All right.
Yeah. And then I double drinked it. So we got the Nixie. This is a random one.
Whoa, I never
They're
heard of that.
both both like sweetened with stevia leaf, so that's like the gimmick of it. But I'm
love
glad you brought
stevia.
this up. Yeah, because we're starting a segment. We're gonna try weird drinks on every podcast. So we're still looking for drink recommendations out there for anyone who wants to comment. We got a good list of them from last week, but we're saving them for the solo episodes where we're gonna try the weird drinks.
Yeah,
Weird or
gotcha.
good or whatever.
I'll have to slap some recommendations in there for you guys.
Yeah, dude. Just like 30 comments of just you.
Yeah, please.
Just
Well,
me.
Well, then you'll keep us going. We'll actually have drinks to go back to.
Yeah.
Dude, do you mind if you do your movie of the week? I got to unload my wine hose really
Oh yeah,
bad.
absolutely.
All right. I'll be back. Ooh, can barely stand
Enjoy
up.
it. All right. Let's see if I can remember. I honestly might not have seen one since the last time. Oh no, I had to have. This always happens. I get put on the spot. I can't remember.
I know that's kind of why I just threw the Goonies out there, but
Right.
I still love the Goonies though.
I
But
feel like I had to have seen something. I've been I play a lot of disc golf in the summer, so I'm like watching
Nice.
professional disc golf coverage. I'm
Absolutely.
like one of like 10 people who watches professional disc golf.
that's all right,
And-
man. I love it.
Yeah. Do you ever play?
No. I mean, I've played it before, but I'm
Okay.
I'm like awful at it, of course. But
Yeah, it's one of those things you just have to like get it down, and then
Yeah.
you can't really enjoy a game like that if you're just like playing it for the first time,
right,
because like it's gonna take like 10 throws to get it in, you know?
yeah, I've seen videos of people just like launching it like from
Yeah.
like 100 yards away, like and it just like
Yeah.
goes straight in like perfectly.
Ace.
I'm like, how are they
Yeah.
doing that? It's like,
I've never
how?
gotten an ace yet. I've been trying to get one hole in one, but it's tough.
how long you
It's
been
tough.
playing for?
Since like the pandemic, because that was
Nice.
like when there was nothing to do and you're locked inside. You're like, well, I can go to the park, and then you're like, all right, well, what is there to do here? There's a disc golf,
Yeah,
you know. So you just play a couple rounds, and you're like, holy shit, I'm obsessed now.
yeah, of course.
But
I would definitely, I would play it more if I could, no doubt about
yeah,
it.
What was
Yeah.
the movie?
highly recommend. Hey, I'm still thinking. You gotta go. You gotta go.
All right.
I literally can't on the spot. I need like 5 seconds of silence to think. You go.
All right. So mine was a indie film. I don't know. Maybe it was indie. I don't know. It's called Baron's Cove.
Nice.
Pretty cool. Probably give
What's
it like
it
What's it about, you ask? Well,
Yes.
I would, it's basically about this this dad whose son gets killed by a train, and then he thinks that like these two local kids like had something to do with it, so he kidnaps one of them, and it's his
okay.
whole journey to acceptance and all this. And then I'm rewatching a show called The Night Of, which is this guy gets framed for murder, and it's good.
It's a TV show?
Yeah, got Riz. Riz Ahmed, or wait, what's his name? Anyway, Riz something. My keyboard's unplugged. Riz Ahmed. I don't know how to pronounce
Riz
it.
Ahmed.
He's
Okay.
great though. Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, recommend.
Yeah, just been watching the Last of Us series too. It's pretty
Oh,
good.
nice.
Yeah,
Haven't seen
not
it.
too bad.
Yeah,
If,
I've heard that's a great series.
yeah, the first season's really good. Second season, I mean, it's a little rough. It seems everybody feels that way, but I mean, it's pretty solid for doing a video game, based off a video game. So
Oh, that's right. That's right.
yeah,
Yeah.
one of the best games ever. If you guys ever want to play it, just throwing it out there.
Nice. Oh, Braden. I haven't watched a movie since the last one, which is insane because it's been like 2 weeks. But I've been watching like History Channel, like what's the show? The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. I've been binging some of those episodes.
Nice.
Entertaining.
There was,
but
that counts.
Yeah.
That counts.
It counts. I really gotta catch back up. You know.
There was a
Just
while
been,
for like I guess my TikTok algorithm when I was on TikTok was just straight these skinwalkers.
Oh,
And
really?
I was like so captivated. Like and like even me and my best friends we go on a bike trip like every year, like for a week, like bike packing. And I bought some iron cubes for everybody because apparently they don't like iron cubes. So
Interesting.
That's awesome.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Dude, you know what I rewatched recently, Jim? Barbarian. Do you remember when we went to go see that?
Yeah.
And we were staying in an Airbnb. That was a
my
great
God.
movie. Dustin, do you ever see that?
What years is that? Like a
Decently
Barbarian.
recent. It's got Skarsgård, guy that plays Nosferatu.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, it was really good. And then we went to see Smile too. That scared me so bad, dude.
Smile. That was a pretty creepy one. No doubt about it.
Yeah, because I fell asleep in the theater, and I woke up to a part where like someone's house alarm was going off. It was just like the worst feeling.
Is that when we went and saw it together?
Yeah,
I think it was in Nashville, right?
Yeah, Luke.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was that's definitely a weird movie. Did you guys see the second one?
Oh yeah, sorry, it was just Smile. Yeah, I watched that. It was good.
It was pretty good.
Second one, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty greasy.
It was a pretty crazy ending.
Dude, we made so many eggs at that Airbnb. It was the one with
Oh my God.
all like the cowboy stuff, and it was a nice one.
That guy was the owner of that Airbnb was really cool too. Really nice guy.
Was he? Don't remember.
Shout out to Bob Huck or whatever his name was. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Bob Huck.
Bob Pump and Bob Hook.
Bob Pump and Bob Huck.
That's funny. I love that.
Is it usually you guys stay in hotels for touring, right? Or is it like balanced Airbnb sometimes? Do you book it in advance, or is it just like totally on the fly?
Usually the day of. If it's going to be a couple days, we'll sometimes do Airbnb.
Yeah.
Mostly hotels though, and we stopped doing like the garbage ones because it's just not worth it, man. Like it's more expensive, but you need to be able to get a good sleep and not. I don't know, because we stayed in some sketch holes.
Yeah,
before.
we definitely did. Some really sketchy hotels, like where.
Do you
we
remember the security guard named like Falafel or something? And
Falafel.
yeah, dude, and
we didn't like destroy the hotel room, but we like pulled the microwave out and like the ironing board, and we like grabbed this whole like mattress and put it in front of the bathroom to lock. Was it to lock you in there or James?
it was to
Anthony?
lock me in there. Yeah. And we were all just hammered. But I remember being on the bed with the microwave,
Oh,
and there's something in the microwave. Anyway,
no,
so dumb.
So we blocked the whole door so Braden couldn't get out, right? Then we put the whole microwave on, like blocking the door, and we started cooking popcorn in it. Like, wow, he was in the bathroom. It was so funny.
Damn.
God damn, that was
crazy.
hilarious.
Yep.
And then we put the mini fridge in the bed and like
oh yeah, that's
made it look like it was like sleeping.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
wild.
That was a. I'll never forget that one either. That was so funny. Still to this day.
It was.
Oh my gosh.
Holy.
What would you say is the most iconic or just most hilarious tour story you can think of, James? Just in general, Braden or Set It Off or whatever.
Oh man, I think. Let me just try to think back here. I mean, a couple that we've covered, I'd say we're sure the funniest, like especially just the one we just talked about with the microwave and the mini fridge, and just oh my God.
Tons of just crazy misadventures.
Yeah, it's so tough to decide. I mean, I'd have to say that one is definitely up there.
Yeah.
But,
Tell us another. Tell us another.
I'm trying to think now. I'm all like nervous. And I'm gonna start sweating.
Oh, we did a ton of escape rooms. Remember that?
Oh yeah, tons of escape rooms.
Oh, you weren't there, but the one we did. I think it was the day we bought the yo-yos, but me and Zach did it, and it was like this insanely old guy that was running it, and we were doing it, and it was so hot in there. It didn't have an AC.
Oh god.
And it didn't work. Like, he didn't reset it properly. So we ran out of time. And dude, we called him in. Dude, like 30 minutes. He's like trying to fix the lock. Like, just like
shit.
just like looking at it. And we're just sitting there. Oh, it's funny.
Just take a look here. Was that remember that one we did? It was like me, you, and Zach, and it was like the hardest one we've ever done in our lives.
Which one do you remember? Or what it was?
It was like another guy. It was kind of like a military one. Like, it was like, I don't know. I just remember it being unbelievably hard. Like, we just could not figure it out. And he was like, yeah, nobody can really figure it out.
I don't remember that, actually.
Yeah, it was, oh man.
Some of them are just so difficult. It's like,
oh yeah.
You're like, I'm not going to get a clue. And then you're just like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and nothing's happened. You're like, yeah, I need a clue.
Dustin, remember the one we did with like the graveyard?
Yeah, I do remember that one. That one was pretty challenging.
Did we got it though, didn't we?
I think we might have, but we may have gotten a clue or two. I'm not sure. We did a couple, but last one I did with somebody, I had to rock a piss in the middle of it, and I had to bail. I couldn't do it. I was like, I slammed an energy drink right before we started. I slammed the entire thing because I had like just woken up. I was late. It was like a family thing. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm here. And then I'm like, oh shit, I haven't had any caffeine. I'm like not going to be able to think straight in here, right? Yeah. Slam a monster. And I'm sitting in there. It's only like 5-10 minutes pass by. And I'm like, oh no. Like I'm going to have to leave. And I had to dip, and it was interesting.
Well,
never had to do that before.
Did they let you back in or no?
They let me back in.
Nice.
So,
all right.
And then by the end of it, I still had to piss again, but I couldn't leave for that because I was like, twice, no way.
That's another thing about tours. Like, me and Braden always had to piss at the same time because we always had just gallons of water. Like,
and you guys are synced up.
You hate having to tell whoever's driving, so we would text each other like, "Do you have to?"
Yeah, it's like, do you have to?
You got to alternate who says it. You know?
I know. Yeah.
I would just, we kind of would. I'd be like, hey, Zach, I gotta piss, dude. Like, I'd be like 30 minutes into the drive. Like, I'd be like, dude, I have to pee so bad. Like,
I'm sure there's always the one guy who just never has to, and then they're the one who's pissed about it. And you're like, oh, are you kidding me? Because I always I just drink so much water, so much like coffee, whatever. It's like,
It got to the point where like Zach was like, dude, you guys gotta stop drinking so much water. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry.
Need to get a jug.
Yeah, we'd go get gas.
Or he would punish us. We're like, all right, well, if we stop for Starbucks, there's no piss breaks. Like, we're not stopping to piss.
Come on. But I definitely wanted Starbucks, so I was like, all right. Like, you know what I was
thinking? Because he's gonna cave, right? Like,
he's gonna let us stop and piss. So whatever. Like, okay, Zach, sounds good. And then just go get a giant coffee. Like,
dude,
I drink the whole thing in 10 minutes and have to piss 10 minutes later.
Yep.
Dude, before I forget, I was just thinking about that one escape room we did that was like supposedly like the real, like the horror thing where the people could touch you, and it was in this.
Ooh.
Dude, it was so insane. Like, it was
so crazy.
Was it in Iowa maybe? But
yeah,
dude, like, you walk up to it, you have to book it in advance. And you get up to this like hallway, like just deserted. It's like this giant building. And then you have to like hit like a buzzer, and they're like, what do you want or whatever? Like, are you here for the escape room? And they like fuck with you, and they like make you wait. And then you hear these noises, and then this elevator opens in front of you. And you just go down to this like basement, and it's pitch black, dude. And I just remember like, there's like a homeless guy in this little cubby, and you have to like get his socks, and they smell disgusting. And remember, there's like a clock that was covered in like goo, and you had to do all this shit. It was so scary, dude.
It was like pitch black, but it was done so well. Like,
it was
like the live actors are amazing, and it was.
I think it was just one guy that was moving around from place to place.
I think it was right. Like, it had to have been. That's what I'm thinking too.
Dude. We didn't
we couldn't figure out the lockers. I had no idea what was happening. It was pitch black.
It was strobe light going off, people touching you, like, oh my God.
But like the soggy clock though, like I thought we had to do something with it for so long. So I just kept touching it, and I was just like covered in like goo. Like,
the soggy clock, yeah. It's so funny too.
It was like I was like, there has to be something with this clock, and it was disgusting. It was really good. I recommend it. I recommend it, Dustin.
I
if
wish
you
I could
ever-
remember what it's called.
Yeah. No, I remember that show that you guys. I think that was the show you played before the Minnesota Skyway one, right? This last one, like 2023.
I think it might have been.
Yeah,
I think you
so.
told me about it because when I came up, like, yeah, when I was opening that day, you were telling me about the escape room. I think, and you're
Dude,
like, it's absolutely insane.
I thought it was so cool because basically, if you get out, they give you a key, and that's the only way you can do their next one, which is really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So it's
Super
not
cool.
just like electronically opened or whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's like they're. I think they're setting up a new one. They were like a year later, and like you can only do it if you had got out of the other one, something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still have that picture of us after that where it's like you lost and it's just like a frowny face. Like
You have to hold a sign. Yeah.
yeah. Like oh my gosh. I wonder if that second one they made is open yet.
I don't know. I forget what it was called.
Like the Hell House or something. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Can't remember. But yeah, it was good times.
No, great. And then we got massive burgers after. Super good. Burgers are really good.
Oh yeah. We walked for so long to get that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, man,
I
it's
think
wild. And the show
think
we
it's-
played. Sorry, what?
No, go ahead. You first.
No, I was gonna say the show we played where Dustin was there. There was literally nobody, but it was kind of fun. Like it was still
The
kind of
Skyway one?
Yeah, Skyway.
Yeah.
I think it was like 20 something. But yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
were we talking about like? Because we went for mini golf before that tour. Were we talking during it, Dustin, about filming? Like, did we already know at that point we're gonna do it?
yeah, we had already known at that point. So like the first show that we played together where we talked about it was the Johnny Gilbert tour. So like like you mentioned you were doing the movie and I was like, yeah, I'd love to help out for free. Just like let me know if I have experience in cinematography and all that stuff. And then we talked about it and then somehow, yeah, by the time I think when you were leaving for this last tour you hit me up to hang out and then that's where we mini golfed. And then we were like, all right, let's do this. I don't even know if we didn't decide it then and there. We decided it while you were on tour.
Yeah, I think so.
So you guys are working together on the movie?
Yep.
Nice,
Yep.
very nice. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. That's kind of why we started the podcast because we started a production company.
Yeah,
For
I
the
know
movie.
you sent me like a little trailer. It looks amazing.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's been a long process. But
Well, yeah, since that Skyway show, 2 years.
Yeah, man.
straight.
Yeah, we're finishing it up in October is the plan.
that's amazing.
So,
That's awesome. That's awesome, guys.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just a long process, just bootstrapping the whole thing. It's like,
I bet. Yeah.
you film for 2.5 weeks and then you got about 15-20 minutes and you're like, really? That's all? That's all that this is? But
Yeah,
but
dude.
it's cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Dustin was the one thing we shot. He played like a greasy farmer with like a rubber mask
I love
and like
it.
overalls and huge
rubber
boots.
mask.
And he's like doing the
Nice.
audio, like holding the microphone, just wearing like overalls and huge boots. It's pretty
Oh
funny.
yeah, and I got grease. We got Vaseline on the
Vaseline.
face.
Yeah, it's,
Oh man,
good
nice.
time.
Very nice.
It was awesome.
yeah, it's been fun.
So,
it's-
can you guys tell me like what the movie is about, or
Yeah, it's called Firelight, so it's a collection of horror stories, like 3 separate stories that are all connected.
very nice?
So they all kind of happen, like same cast, different characters, and
yeah,
yeah, and it's just like a cozy, like kind of, I don't know, like Goosebumps, Tales from the Crypt type feel to
Nice.
me, at least,
awesome.
Mhm.
But it's it's really just been like, we always say, like kind of film school for us, because it's been such a hard first project because everything's different, it's all spaced out, so we've had to learn as we go. But it's been great, like great training ground. So
Nice. That's amazing, guys. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to check it out.
we'll send her for sure.
Please
it's
do.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah, man, got to get you out on the old set next movie.
Dude, for sure.
yeah.
I would love to.
Totally.
Well, we could wrap her up if you guys want. Hour
That's up to-
12. That's solid.
How long do you guys usually go for?
Hour 15, hour 30 sometimes, like
Yeah. Hour
Gotcha,
20,
gotcha.
hour 30.
over an hour usually.
Man, I can't believe it's already been that long. It feels like it's only been like 10 minutes.
That's when you know it's good though. It's like you forget you're doing a podcast. You're just talking like.
Man, I love that.
Yeah, dude, it's so good to catch up with you, man.
It's been amazing. I've been looking forward to it. I'm glad. Thank you for inviting me on.
Thanks for actually booking it, man. Most people we send the link to, they don't book it. So, you know?
Really? What?
Sometimes
we got to get better about our booking.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we got. But no, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was awesome hearing the stories and stuff too, because I always love seeing your guys' shows when you come through town, and yeah, it's just cool to talk to you and hear all that stuff.
Yeah, I will say I was very nervous for some reason to come on here, but as soon as we started going, I was like, this is great, you know.
That's what it's all about, yeah.
Just bullshitting with the boys, you know. I love that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's just fun. No structure to it, you know.
Yeah, you guys have it set up nice too with the whole the whole calendar. That's super nice. Like,
thanks.
Yeah,
appreciate that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Remember Hum in the Hoist? Do you remember that, James?
How could I forget the Hum in the Hoist?
Yep.
Gotta hum in the hoist, boys. Gotta.
Made an entire song.
Did you show Dustin that ever?
Hum in the Hoist? I don't know. Yeah. Did I?
Braden will just send me like a song that he made like at 3 a.m. of like just a preacher, like just an Easter tune.
Yeah.
Just like Greasy Easter Volume 9.
Oh,
and it's just like all out, full production. Just
sounds beautiful. Like,
yeah, 100%. It's so funny, dude.
That's funny, dude.
God.
I'll send it to you. I gotta find it.
We gotta pull her up.
Yeah, dude. Hum in the Hoist. Yeah, I forget how that started, but I think we were hearing like a sound in the van, and we were saying, "There's a hum in the hoist, boys."
Yep, that's exactly how it started. Something was wrong with the van. I don't know, some weird noise, but and then
yeah,
she was
funny, dude.
She was humming right along though. I mean,
yeah, she was.
Made it. Yeah, that's funny.
I still don't have Spotify Premium, so I can't, you know. It's that's so wild. Difficult to like find songs and shit.
I could do it. Could I?
I got it.
I probably could. Oh, you got it? Nice.
I'm just gonna send it to Dustin. I'm sure it'll be life.
We gotta put this on the pod.
Yeah.
Got to.
There's a hum in the hose, boys. A sub in the sack. Wait, a blockage in the grease hose. That's the best.
Blockage in the grease hose.
Ain't no carbs till we get her done. Genius lyric right there.
Wow.
It is.
That's right on Spotify.
What's the artist name?
Dakin Tyke. We put out a whole album called Absolute Grease.
Okay.
It's still up there.
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, we had a good amount of monthlies, like 2,000. And then Spotify took it down because they said it was spoken word. And they're taking that down, and then I had them put it back up, but it was like totally screwed at that point.
They're taking down spoken word?
They did, yeah, through TuneCore. I don't know if it's
Oh, I wonder why. It's weird.
Yeah.
Bigger than hell has got 7,400 streams basically. That's pretty dang good actually.
That's a good song too.
Those boots are bigger than hell. Covered in grease from the onion patch.
Covered in grease from the onion patch.
That's funny, dude.
God, I always forget they're on Spotify. Holy.
Yeah. You got some good songs though, Jim. He's actually a really talented songwriter, singer too.
Oh, Sarge, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Did you ever end up?
Yeah, you guys were playing together. Sorry.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were playing up on stage. That was cool.
That was a blast. Yeah, that was definitely something I'll never forget. That was so much fun. I mean,
do you play cajon up there too sometimes?
Or
something?
I don't think
it was guitar, right?
For one of Braden's songs, I just played a tambourine for one point.
Oh, okay.
Because it was, that's what I loved it. I thought it was a great little thing because get the crowd maybe clapping along. I can't remember what song was that, Braden. It's one of your older ones. I can't remember.
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I can't even remember. My songs.
Heart of Anastasia or something.
No, it's like I have something. Da, da,
Oh, Song of the
da.
Sparrow, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it. Song of the Sparrow.
That's
There
right.
we go.
I remember that.
It was like
Yeah, that was fun.
for you. Yeah,
Yeah.
super
Yep.
good, dude.
Yeah, it was
What a
fun.
j-
It was so much better, like when you were playing guitar with me, like just not being alone for that little bit.
Yeah.
No, I liked that show. That was the last one, or the last tour you guys were doing that, right?
I just remember we didn't have an in-ear pack, so you had like a massive wire going like to earbuds. Just a huge wire. You'd always trip over it.
Oh my god, that's so
Funny.
I have in-ears now. I think from that tour, I just still have them. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I never used them now. Ever.
Yeah, it's funny, dude.
Yeah, just a massive wire on stage. I was getting like tangled up in it.
Yeah.
So much fun though. What a blast that was.
It was.
That and then we played with who's that band that played like 3 shows? We played with them. They headlined just like 3 shows.
Oh,
You-
Sparks the Rescue.
Yeah, and we played that venue. It was just like packed up.
That was
Like,
a sweet venue.
That
yeah.
was nuts. That was
That was
played
in,
there-
like-
I played there recently again too. I was like, holy shit. Brought
Was
me
that
right
in
back.
like Maine or something?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in like yeah, it was in Maine.
Dude, the lobster rolls.
Oh my god.
Those are so good.
Every time I go back there, I always get one. You have to.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, good times.
What do you guys got going on for the rest of the day? Just hanging out?
Just printing hoodies, printing merch.
Very
I'm
nice.
sending out your stuff this week.
Dude,
I know
thank
I
you
said
so
that like
much.
3 weeks ago, but I just got everything in, so I'll
You're
send it
good, man.
next. Yeah.
I really appreciate it. I can't wait to rock it. I absolutely will.
I'm sending it extra small. And then
That actually, are you sending me?
it'll just go on your arm.
It's gonna be like this, like up here, like it's gonna be like a crop top. I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be like a suction cup. Like
A suction cup.
maybe, that's fun. I don't know. I'm just gonna say this, but me and Braden always try to find like a good like beanie because we always hate how like some of them are so small they just feel like a suction cup on your head. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know the
dude.
feeling.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got some solid ones.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That
Nice.
one beanie that you had, like the very first couple of throws I did, I had it for so long because it was so like just big and nice.
Massive.
You know? Yeah. Just a massive beanman.
Yep.
That's fun. That's gonna be a
Absolutely.
short. Just a massive beanman takes a swig.
There's nothing even in that drink anymore.
Dude, I do
so
that
great.
too sometimes.
Yeah, I was doing the same exact thing. I was doing the same exact
Where you
thing.
feel a bit awkward, so you're just like,
Yeah, it's like you feel kind of awkward. So you're just like,
Let's
you know what I
go.
mean? Like,
Yeah, mine have been empty for like 20 minutes.
I know.
Just drinking them.
same. I'm pretty sure I've taken 15 empty swigs of this monster. So.
You get a little drop once in a while.
yeah.
There's like, yeah, like every once in a while, just like a little taste. Like,
It's
ooh,
like a
that's
nice surprise, you know?
yeah.
Holy, that's funny, dude. God.
Man, this was a lot of fun, guys.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
it was great. It was great talking to you, man.
It was amazing talking to both of you guys. It's
Yeah.
awesome to see you guys and chat with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm glad everything's doing well. I'm glad the movie's doing great.
Check out Pocket Knife Gym on Spotify. That's what it is, right?
Hell yeah.
Been spending my nights getting too fucked up. I think I'm a mess. I think too much. More dependent.
Pocket Knife Gym. Yep. Pocket Knife
Your
Gym.
EP. Yep.
Yeah.
Love it.
Great EP, dude.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Check her out.
One last question. How long you guys been doing the podcast for? Like pretty recent, right? Or
November, I think we started.
6 months about? Yeah.
oh,
Yep.
okay. Yeah, so pretty
Just doing
recent.
like one a week.
I
Yeah.
love that. Okay, I was gonna ask if you guys do like every week or every 2 weeks. So okay, cool.
Mhm.
Try to do every week. Sometimes
Nice.
we miss them, but
And it's nice that you guys, it's cool. It's just like a good time. I mean, hour and a half. I feel like is good.
yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's we and Braden talk about it. It's like putting out music. It takes a while. You put out like maybe a song a month at the most, and then the movie takes like a year, more than a year, 2 years. And it's like it's just nice to have something that you can put out like regularly.
Yeah,
know?
absolutely,
It's a fun thing, keeps you energized. So
absolutely,
yeah,
Yeah, thank you, Jim. Massively
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
absolutely.
massive.
Appreciate you
Massively.
guys massively. Make sure you say hi to Roy for me. I know he's been wondering where I'm at. So.
Oh yeah, you had that written on your tip jar. What did it say?
Oh, help me find Roy Rare. Because I lost him.
You had like a bucket, a metal bucket. That's pretty funny, dude.
Yeah, just to write the most ridiculous thing on a giant metal bucket and get no tips. It's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Oh, that's funny. That's awesome.
Oh man.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening, tuning in. We'll be back next week on the Amber Forest Podcast.
Peace.
Okay. All right, folks. Talk to you soon. Have a good one. All right.
See you guys.
See you in the next one. Catch you in the next one.
Great seeing you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. All right.
Cut.
Wait, so you guys is this still like recording or is this just like